As we know, a key to winning basketball. Kenny, talk about the hallmarks of a great defensive team.
Well, first there has to be an anchor in the back. And if you have an anchor in the back, then all of a sudden you can start with containing the basketball and denying those open lanes, because you know if they try to get to the rim, the anchor is back there. And after that, it's all about getting your hands up and making sure you contest every single shot.
And your anchor has to be a great communicator. He has to talk, help his teammates, make those extra plays like, hey, move, slide your feet, Ernie, pass the ball.
Come on, fans, let's get up and get pumped!
The Chicago Bulls are on the road in this interconference game today. Welcome to Minnesota, the home court advantage for the Timberwolves here at the Target Center. And here comes the NBA. On 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and it's Chicago to start out. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Bulls 5 right now. We've got Robin Lopez, Mirotic out there with Jimmy Butler. That's Rajon Rondo, and it's Wade in at the two-guard spot.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan, to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. In last season, the Wolves had the hardest strength of schedule in the entire league. Might have worked out for them in the end, as come lottery time, those extra losses do tend to help.
On defense, the Timberwolves, 4-point game. Rondo drives in. There's a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Here's Wiggins. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early. And for Rondo, in the trade, he was able to get out of a rebuilding situation in Boston. It immediately helped a playoff contender in Dallas that was looking for help at that point guard position. And I tell you what, it was a rough go of things there early on for Rondo in Dallas. And you know, even for great players, it's always an adjustment when you go from a position of comfort to a completely new environment. And even though you're going to a better team, there's going to be some hemming and hawing in terms of your role and how you fit in.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Levine gets to Wiggins. It's tipped, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Now here's Towns. Unloads from 13. And again, it's Minnesota.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Rondo with the nice dish.
Timberwolves have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Rubio outside. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. The pass to Dang. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Jang's got his first 2 points.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. That's going to send Robin Lopez to the line. That one is on Towns. The free throw off from Lopez. You look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark, they won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
That's his first personal foul, second team foul.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Lopez with the steal.
He was on that pass in a flash, read it, reacted, and then picked it off.
It's Butler that time on the assist by Rondo.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems. And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game. And those are the kind of plays that often go overlooked.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better. And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector. Just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase blocks. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling.
And that one's good. Wiggins has got 6.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Offensive rebound. Out to Wade. Here's Rondo. Another miss by Rondo. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's Levine, and he slams it one-handed.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Minnesota. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Jang. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Levine, and it's done in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Rondo, looking for his first basket still in this one. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
Bjelica, he's checked in for Towns. Here's Dunn. 1:02 left in the first quarter of the game. They get it back. Wiggins drives in, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-hand.